You likely know the feeling. You can understand a podcast or an article with ease, but the moment you try to speak, your mind goes blank. This hesitation happens because the traditional school method forces you to build sentences word by word. You're stuck translating thoughts into complex grammar rules in real time, which is simply too slow for natural conversation. Contrast this with how modern skyscrapers are built. Instead of laying individual bricks, a crane lowers a pre-assembled room module directly into the structure. Fluent English works on the same principle. We call it the Lego block method. Native speakers don't calculate formulas. They use a library of ready-made phrases and attach them to the situation. Shifting your focus from grammar rules to these pre-built linguistic blocks allows you to process the language in larger, faster chunks. The most difficult part of speaking is the start. Think of it as an engine switch. Once you vocalize the first words of a block, your brain finishes the thought automatically. The first engine starters we'll look at are habit blocks, which handle everything you do in a normal day. Take the block I always. This fixed unit only needs an action to snap onto the end, creating I always drink coffee. You can swap the action while the starter stays the same. I always speak the truth. To describe things you refuse to do, use the opposing block, I never ever. This connects to your action without any need to covulate verb tenses. You simply say, I never ever lie to my friends. Try saying these out loud right now. I always drink coffee. I never ever lie. Notice how much faster the words come out when the start of the sentence is already decided. By bypassing mental translation with these fixed starters, you eliminate the pause that usually leads to freezing up. For spontaneous moments where you want something right now, you need a desire block. The engine starter for this is the phrase, I feel like. To make this block work, you must add the suffix ing to your action word. This gives you phrases like, I feel like having some tea, or I feel like listening to music. Take 3 seconds now and finish this thought for yourself. I feel like... Moving into professional or public spaces requires an entirely different set of starters to handle these high-pressure interactions. When making a request, use the permission block. Is it okay if? For example, is it okay if I sit here? To engage a colleague or a boss, use the opinion block. What do you think of? If a manager puts you on the spot in a meeting, this block rescues you. You can immediately say, what do you think of this idea? Before the silence becomes awkward. These blocks serve as a shield against panic. When a native speaker asks for your input, you have a pre-built response ready to deploy. To reach true fluency, you need to go beyond single sentences and learn how to chain multiple thoughts together. Link blocks serve as the bridge. The word so is one of the most effective ways to connect a feeling to a resulting action. You can chain an existing block, like I am feeling exhausted, with a new action. The word so bridges them. I am feeling exhausted, so I am going to sleep. Using these connectors transforms disjointed phrases into the continuous flow that characterizes natural speech. You've just bypassed translation and increased your speaking speed in only 5 minutes. You now have a working toolkit of habit, desire, opinion, and permission blocks. Native speakers use thousands of these ready-made combinations every day. They are speaking from memory, not from a grammar book. If you want to learn the rest of these blocks and master them over the next few months, message me for class times and fees. Natural fluency is the result of having the right pre-built tools ready to deploy at exactly the right moment.